I walked out this morning to feed, and I only see one goat, and I see something out in the pasture right there. See like a white dot, and I don't know what that is. And I'm a little concerned that's the other goat, and I don't know what happened. Why am I doing this on camera? I don't know, actually. I'm a little freaked out. You're not coming in, Zinnia. I'm a little freaked out, I'll be honest with you, because this whole livestock farming game is pretty new to me. And I know that people who have smaller animals deal with predators quite a bit. We have not had smaller animals. We've had horses, near coyotes, but we haven't had smaller animals. We do have a fox nearby, but that fox has been living around here for quite a while with no issues. You're not coming in, Zinnia. No. So I don't think the fox would be the issue. I'm not sure, depending on what I find here, I'm not sure I'm going to upload this video. I just figured, you know what? Hey, you stay. I just figured I would go investigate this situation in real time to show people what it's like to be the person who doesn't really know what they're doing and comes out to find that there's some serious problem with their animals. I may regret this, like I said, and then I may just not upload the video, but we'll see what we're gonna find, all right? Okay, just a heads up, in case we're about to see something that's not great, you know, just a forewarning about that, all right? Yeah, that is definitely a dead goat. Okay. Yeah, that is a dead goat. Oh, man. Oh, poor thing. Oh. I don't think I want to show the goat. Her stomach is eaten out. So it's not really good to see. Our other goat is okay. I've heard I had a neighbor tell me about dogs in the area that may be causing this problem. Gosh, that's a real shame. That is a real shame. I'm just trying to decide if I should show, like, I don't know if I should show it. You can't from this angle, all you can see is her head. But, I don't, you know what? I'm not going to show her. I'm not going to show her. You all can go back in the videos and see our goat. And just, it's not good. She's lying on her side. Her stomach is essentially eaten out. And, God, oh, that's just, it's so crappy to know that we were just like 30 feet away. You know, we were like, not maybe a little bit more than that. We were like 50 yards away at most, and we could have saved her. And I don't know what you all in the comment section know about this. Like, if you can tell, I'm really sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're okay. That must have been a pretty terrifying night. I don't know if you can tell by the attacks on an animal that that it was one particular predator or another. I used to cover wolves in Washington State. They ate from the hind quarter up. At least that's what we were always taught. They usually ate from the hind quarter up, so it was pretty easy to tell because, you know, they had typically a pattern. This does not look like a wolf, and also we don't really have wolves that I know of here. The only thing I know we have are foxes. I'll be honest with you, I've seen this fox. She's smaller than these goats, and I just don't believe that. I don't believe this was a fox. I just don't. Not only just because this fox has been out here probably for a year before we moved in. Lynn saw her at least for months ago when we were closing on the house, and, you know, they've been coexisting here, no problem. But, you know, this obviously puts a real damper on our plans for breeding and everything, because we can't just have baby goats out here like this. I guess we're just going to have to hot wire the entire fence. I don't know what else to do. I mean, my husband's a sniper, so if he were awake, this would have been no problem. Unfortunately, a lot of this stuff happens overnight, and it's really, really sad to think that this happened with us just right there, that we could have taken immediate action to stop this situation, and we just didn't know. And, you know, as an environmental reporter, I'll just say this too. I was an environmental reporter for a long time for a major media company, and the fights over predators and protecting one's livestock was a constant one. And the people who love the predators, honestly, I could see their standpoint. I could see their point of view. Predators are a necessary part of the ecosystem. On the other hand, it had become in some places damn near impossible to protect your property. And people would freak out if you know, a livestock owner took the life of an endangered species. But I got to tell you, it does not feel good to come out and look at this. It does not feel good to come out and look at this. And I will be honest with you, like, as somebody who's experiencing this for the first time, I can see now, if I had to come out and look at this multiple times, and, you know, not even because of a livelihood, though I get that too, but just because of the fact that, like, yeah, that really sucks. I don't know any other way to describe it. Like, our animal suffered, had her stomach chewed out by an animal. And like I said, it could have been somebody's dog. It may not have even been a wild predator. It could have been just somebody's dog. I've heard that there are issues in this area with that. So I don't know what we're going to do next. I got to go get Lynn and tell him. And I don't know, we probably are going to, I don't know if we're going to get law enforcement out here or what. If it is somebody's dog, you know, it needs to be documented so that if we have issues in the future, you know, at least there are rules that people need to keep their animals locked up if they're going to go around eating people's livestock. Anyway, it really sucks. I don't really know what else to say other than the fact that she was a nice goat. She was really scared. She was the scared one of the two. We had kind of decided to name them Heidi and Clara after the children's book. There's this children's book, Heidi and Clara. Heidi lives out in the Swiss Alps with her grandfather with all these goats and her friend Peter, who's the goat herd. And then her aunt comes and takes her to the big city, Frankfurt, to go to school. And that's where she meets her cousin Clara, who's very sickly. She lives in the city. She can't even walk. She's has darker hair, and she can't even get out of bed. She can't walk. She's sickly. And then Heidi has blonder hair, and she's the gregarious one. And she's like, if you just get to the mountains will make you well. The mountains will make you well. Got to meet the goats and see the flowers. And anyway, my mom had suggested naming them Heidi and Clara because of the children's book, you know, because eventually Heidi does get to go back home. She misses the mountains so much, they'd send her home. And Clara goes to visit her for a month. And after spending a month in the mountains and drinking all her goat's milk, she can walk again. And it's a great story about just like, you know, nature and good food and nutrition and you know, living the life that we want to live. And we decided, you know, I hadn't talked about this publicly yet because we weren't sure what we were going to name them, but we had started calling them Heidi and Clara. And Heidi is the blonde goat who is usually in the videos because she's right here next to me. She's the more gregarious one. Want to say hi? And, you know, that's her buddy right there, who I guess I'll show you right there in the background because you can't really see her too well. I just don't want to. Hey, sweetheart. I'm sorry. Sorry about what happened to you, girl. Yeah, it sucks, dude. That really sucks. It really, really sucks. Anyway, so Heidi's around. Heidi's still with us, but Clara's dead. And, you know, we thought Clara fit her for a name too because she's just, you know, she was just more scared. She was just more scared. She needed to warm up to you more. Anyway, I don't even know how we're going to tell the kids about this. I just thought about the fact that Lily's going to be coming out here soon to feed the goats, and there's a dead goat in our pasture. This just blows, you guys. God, this blows. I can see her ribs. Anyway, I'm sure those of you who have been through this before know what's going on, you know, in my head. And on one hand, you know, I think to myself, like, you know, this is just part of farming, I guess. You know, this is what you deal with. You deal with predators. I just watched this great movie called The Biggest Little Farm, and they dealt with this kind of stuff, you know, over and over because they had coyotes. We do probably have coyotes out here. It's possible that was a coyote. I haven't seen any. I haven't heard any. We used to live by a lot of coyotes. And actually, we, you know, as far as I had known, our neighbors never had any issues with them, with their goats. So I just don't know, but we're going to have to figure out how to secure the pasture now. And I just don't know how to do that, honestly. Or maybe we get a Great Pyrenees. I've heard people have had good successes with, you know, getting a pasture dog. Really, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I'm really sorry this happened. I feel like a negligent livestock owner that I allowed this to happen. I'm sorry, Clara. I am so freaking sorry. What a way to go, dude. What a way to go. That really, really, really sucks. Anyway, as always, please leave me your thoughts, comments, and everything. I guess we're going to have to figure out what to do now. So I'll have an update maybe in the next video, but thanks everybody for the support, all right? I'm going to turn the video on Heidi and figure out how to keep her safe. Right, Heidi? Want to say hi to everybody? Yeah. All right, bye, girl.